Thank you.
As an environmental educator, I'd really like to share with you some thoughts about why I think it's so important to educate people of all ages about environmental issues and about the natural places around us. I'll start by sharing a little bit about my own background. So, I was raised in San Antonio, Texas, as a city girl and daughter of a businessman. But I spent my summers with my paternal grandparents on a dairy farm in central Kansas and my maternal grandparents on a small little lake in southeast Kansas, where I had the ability to just roam free and go explore and discover things. And I didn't always know like what I was looking at or the names of things or what the ecosystems were, but I just knew I loved being outdoors. As a seventh grader and again as an 11th grader, I had two amazing biology teachers who really piqued my interest. And particularly in 11th grade, Mrs. Kepler, she took our Biology 2 class on this camping trip to the Aransas National Wildlife Refuge on the Texas coast. It was my first experience camping. It was my first experience on a boat, exploring the coastal marshes of Texas. I saw my first alligator, my first fresh caught crab, and I was sold. Like, this is what I want to do. And even though I started college as a biology major thinking what most biology majors think, that I'm going to be a medical doctor, I quickly realized within my first semester, I just love biology for biology's sake because I love the outdoors, I love plants, I love animals. I just want to learn about it. So as I have moved through my career as a biology and environmental science professor, I have seen more and more students kind of come through my life who were also inspired by great teachers in their middle school and high school years, or who maybe had their first exposure in college and realized this is what they want to do for a living. It doesn't really matter if people want to become professional biologists or environmental scientists, or if they just want to be more knowledgeable about the world around them. Understanding the places that we live, our water systems, our terrestrial natural areas, knowing the names of plants, knowing the names of animals, it helps us really appreciate and respect it, so we might actually think about protecting it. And so one of the things I hope to do when I'm on the Soil and Water Conservation District is really work with the local high school and middle school teachers and really the Daytona State and Bethune-Cookman and obviously Stetson, which is where I work, to really help us grow those partnerships so that we can be encouraging young people from probably even elementary age, but certainly by middle school age, to engage more with nature, again, in unstructured ways as well as formal educational ways, to get them involved in research from a young age, to get them involved in conservation and protection. Kids of all ages can do this, and it sets them up for a lifetime of caring and a lifetime of action. So the Soil and Water Conservation Districts obviously support and help organize the Envirothon events with our local high schools. We can also be more involved with the Tomoka Regional Science Fair. I would like to see the Soil and Water Conservation District being more involved in the annual Shore Conference, which previously was hosted by Daytona State College, and this year is going to be hosted by Stetson's Institute for Water and Environmental Resilience. The Shore Conference, if you aren't aware, is a way of featuring the research that is done by high school students and undergraduate students regionally, and it focuses on the Indian River Lagoon and on our coastal ecosystems. And it's a way of bringing our scientists in our region together with our community leaders and other interested citizens to think about, what do we need to know and what do we need to do to protect our coastal ecosystems. So I'll just leave it at that. Environmental education is at my very core. It's what I believe in, and I think it is the first step we have to take in every issue to get people to care and to make the right choices.